territory. But California, these were born places. People were born there from these areas that come from Reynosa, Tamaulipas. So you had to been born there. So to be in Delano, California. We'll go ahead and add Delano, California too, because there was one that was there prior to all these times before the territory thing. So we're gonna have to mark these as officials and then mark for the capital areas, and then go off the same language or whatever, and then make sure that they're born there, and then make sure that they're like still within the same how do you say, the same government part where everything goes down to what everything does. And this anybody would know if you were a landowner. So we're gonna go ahead and follow the same thing with the first for Delano. We know that it doesn't have it, but we're gonna go ahead and add it because I'm in that. Um, so capitals are Reynosa, Tamaulipas. We'll add the aqueduct. We'll add the Rio Grande. We'll add the Alto Texas, and we'll add McFarland, and then you gotta add also to Chicago. Don't forget Chicago. Add Seattle, Washington. Add Oklahoma. Add El Salvador. Add what else? California, and will all be the capital parts of the process. And this will be able to know who's the officials or who's going to give the who authority or whatever to go ahead and make these calls going forward. So that is a new thing starting now, because nothing's going to be able to stop us from going on a forward direction, on a path straight forward. And if it does, then you're going to have the background to be able to say that. You're also going to have to know your history, and we don't want to have any false history on this point at this point. So that way you can know who's marking the official part, and this is where it's going to start at. And whenever asking, so we're not even nothing of a west part. This is all eastern that we're talking about, and we're making it official. And what else? What else? There should be no problem with that. I don't think there's any problem with that. I don't think there's anything that can say that anybody owns that yet. But I know there's people that do have their properties or whatever there. That's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and move up forward with the process of who has the capital here. You had to been born there, McFarland, in order to say that you have any kind of ties there or whatever. I know people were born there. People were born in Texas area. So these are important for all eastern parts. We haven't never really established. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the capital because we're moving on a pathway forward, not backwards, and we're not west on the map or east. And we need to establish everything. Make sure that everything's like in order. And make sure you can know your roots, who you are, and that way too, because we don't want to have any false identity. We're gonna have to use the churches too, to also identify death certificates and do this. We'll have to go towards the Social Security. However, we're gonna use it. It's gonna start with the first 600, 700 that entered in the process of the first part where they started coming in, and then this will be towards we're gonna have to go a little bit backwards to continue the voting and the ability to buy land here too, because that was part of the deal from 1959 that I know. And it's important that these things don't ever change, because once a deal's made, then it has to continue that. When they left it, that leaves us to do the work. So that way nobody's over here. And the only fairest thing is that here, if the Mexicans, we're gonna do this 50-50 thing now, and it's gonna be not 50-59 because that was an odd number, right? It was a typo where they didn't pushed the zero, it accidentally pushed a nine. So there was a lot of misunderstanding right there. And now that the $2 peso is worth the same as a $2 bill, everything's one and one. That way there's an avoid is gonna avoid a lot of misnumbers, and the taxes on the fairness will be fair now. So there shouldn't be a problem with a lot of things going forward. There shouldn't be no reason to be upset, and just do things fairly, because if not, it's going to be that you're going against the 10 Catholic commandments, and that's something that we're going to be real firm on, that you can't go against, because those are the official laws of life, and those are the official ones for the humans as well. We want to make things fair, and we want to make things understandable to where you're knowing them, and then we're also understanding the same, and we're also keeping them in the same structures as they came. That way, all can know them, and then in the future, we hope that many could get some moral out of this. Moral. It's a moral thing to know these, and I was about 33 when I got mine. Not everybody has them. It's understandable too, but I probably blame the parents on that part. So we kind of want to do this in the schools now, and enter that same process in the schools, and the government wouldn't be able to say anything, because it's gonna be like they can't ever say who you're gonna be able to trust when trusting God. And the nation's all under God. We're gonna really put it in it now more, because we want Him more instilled in it. This is more for the part that everything's coming together right now, and you guys need to understand how the Spirit moves. It's it will move in a way that nothing can stop it, and that's what we're going to be doing with this path straight forward. As many people have tried since the Afghanistan leave, nothing's ever has been able to accomplish it to get to this point. And so that's a firm way of saying and proving and saying what I mean, without anybody being able to say different. How many have tried to stop it? How many have got through at the same time, because there's a pathway forward. And with God, all things are possible. So we'll be moving forward. We're not here to suffer forever. And I hope you guys all have a great day and understand that. Thank you.